If you're a collector of CO2 air pistols and you like your replica ones, especially your military style replica air pistols, then I think this one is for you. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD and this is the Umarex Beretta M9A3, and it is a full metal version of the famous pistol. This one is in 4.5mm and takes steel BBs, so it's a little BB blaster really. Takes these BB blasters. Just a fun back garden plinker, so don't get excited, it's not a real one. But it is serious fun in the backyard when you want to do some tin can bashing. Right, let me throw out some specs on this little beauty then. So 4.5mm or 177 caliber ammo is steel BBs. It will take 18 rounds, 18 BBs in the magazine. It is powered by a 12-gram CO2 capsule. Velocity up to 130 meters a second. The sights are fixed front and rear. Double and single action trigger. Manual safety catch. The barrel is smooth bore. The length of the barrel is 112 millimeters. Weighs in at 1,080 grams, so just over a kilogram. And the overall length of it is 225 millimeters. What do you think of this then? Isn't it pretty cool? It is full metal and it feels really good. And it's not black, it's got like a bit of a grey, like a dark grey finish to it. It's really quite nice. I do like it. I like all the Beretta logos on there. Just a real nice, weighty little pistol. Everything works on it as well. Everything, and it is dead nice. Dead nice. Right, let me show you the magazine first, okay? So, the magazine, like I said, it is 177 BB only. So to load up your BBs, you basically pull this little catch down here to this indent. Oh, it's going to take me several attempts. You pull it all the way down until it locks in that position there. My camera will focus. Till it locks in that position. And then you can literally put your BBs and just roll them through that hole there until you're totally full. And then you just release this. I'm not going to release it totally because it'll fly all the way up to the top. Well, it did anyway. And then basically that gives the BBs the pressure as it spring tension to push them up the magazine as you fire. Your CO2 cartridge or CO2 bulb is housed in there. Pretty easy to load the CO2 bulbs. Literally, it's like a giant grub screw. You just basically undo that, take it off, drop your CO2 bulb in, pointy end first, basically, drop that in, put this big grub screw in, and then just crank it around until you hear it pierce. And then that is it, you are good to go. Simply just load the magazine in, but I'll show you that in a minute. So while we've got the magazine out, so that is your magazine, okay? So quite a weighty magazine, all metal, because obviously it's the bit that sort of makes the gun work pretty much. But while we've got it, while we've got that magazine open, out even, I'll just lock the slide back. Now everything does work and operate like the real thing, okay? So while we've got that mag out, you can have a look down the magazine well. In there from the top as well. Okay. You can I'm pressing the mag release there so you can see it, how it releases the mag. Okay, there's your barrel there, or chamber. Okay, everything works. The slide release, so that lever there, just like the real thing. single action or double action. Really, really nice. Sight picture is good. Non-adjustable sights, but I found this shooting pretty straight. Although it is still BB, you know, usually they're pretty inaccurate. On my little shooting range, it was shooting pretty straight. I soon sort of found where they were going and was getting, you know, half decent results shooting at tin cans and stuff. So pretty good, pretty good. The handle has got these plastic panels on, or polymer panels. So they're quite nice. Beretta's logo there, which is cool. Bit of serration here on the front of the pistol grip and on the rear. Okay. And then there's your hammer there. Works just like the real thing, look. And there's your safety catch, ambidextrous safety catch. And all the decals are really, sorry, going off camera there, all the decals there are really quite cool, realistic. Really awesome. You've got a good sort of 1.5 inches or so of Picatinny rail underneath, so you can throw on a light or a laser, which is nice. It's also, the muzzle is threaded as well, so it's got this thread protector on. So if you wanted to, you could throw on a little sound mod or something if you wanted to, just to add some real interesting shooting with it. I don't know whether it'd enhance it, or I can't get that back on now. Don't know whether it'd enhance it or what. Putting a sound mod on here, or whether it'd quiet it, you know, make it a bit more quieter. I don't know. Can't get this back on. Was that meant to come off? Oh, Rack, what have you done? Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's weird. It threads up the opposite way. Confused. Don't take much. But isn't that cool? Really cool working slide. So totally realistic. Just a real good, fun, realistic back garden plinker. No ammo in this, but there is a bit of gas in it, okay? So I shall show you it in action, okay? Obviously you can, well, it locks back there. So once the magazine is empty, well, once you've fired your last shot, or as you're firing your last shot, the slide will lock open like so to indicate that you are empty. Other than that, as you can see in the footage, you just blat away and this thing will just keep reloading itself until you run out. If I hold that down, look, you can see it working. Felt recoil is nice. It's running low on gas now. But isn't that cool? Really, really cool little pistol. One of my favourites, if I'm perfectly honest. You know, I've used a few, like the Walther PPQ M2. Yeah, you've probably seen that in a recent video on the channel. That was quite cool. The SIG M17, really cool, but I'm liking this thing, I must admit. Right, the box is pretty good. Really quite like the box. Tells you its specs pretty much, well, what it's got. On the back you have the full spec, which I've literally read off there to you at the beginning of the video. In the box you get the manual. I'll show you that in a minute. What else do you get? You do get some free BBs. So you get, you know, a couple of mags or so full of BBs there, and you get the wrench, the Allen wrench to put your CO2 in, or do your CO2 up with. The manual not bad at all. Pretty comprehensive as far as do's and don'ts go, but tells you everything you need to know. How to load up the CO2, how to load up the magazine, tells you about your safety catch, your slide operation there, bit of troubleshooting. Really, really not bad. Little manual. Box is half decent as well. Nothing really to sort of complain about this pistol. Be nice if they do a pellet version, possibly like a belt fed. I always call it belt fed, chain fed magazine. Bit like the PPQ, the way they do that on the PPQ M2. Be nice if they did this in that version. The SIG, how do they do the SIG? I'm going to remind myself how they do the SIG. Yeah, that's belt driven as well. But on the SIG, you have to sort of take this out and basically fill up. Let me show you. On the SIG, you fill up the chain like so. But no, it'd be interesting if they do a pellet version. But no, really good fun. It feels so nice. It really does feel so nice in the hand. This Beretta does. Really, really quite... Oh, it's just vented. Oh, that made me jump. There we go. All the gas has gone now. Blimey, stuff usually goes wrong, doesn't it? It always goes wrong with me. Maybe jump that did. Wonder what was going on there. So yeah, it's a cool little pistol. Great fun back garden plinker that feels really good. It feels good quality. It feels like it will last, you know, a good amount of time. You know, usually what goes wrong with these is CO2s. It's usually, with CO2s, it's lack of use and the seals dry out and perish. That's usually the problem that you have with CO2 pistols. So if you've got one, give it a run every now and again. It does it good. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave it at that. That is your rack and load review of the Beretta model M9A3 Umarex. It is a cool little back garden plinker if you are into your BB shooters. I am going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. That's Rack and Load. See ya.